Wake Up Nigeria continues with our SME conversation this morning. And today, we're joined by Ishola Okikiayo. Now, she is a renowned entrepreneur and she holds key positions as CEO and General Managing Director of Go Now Travels and Tours, Go Crest Global Dual Citizenship, and Properties and Go Foundation. It's great to have you here in the studio with us.
Nice to have you too.
You know, I'm always interested in talking to people that have travel in their docket, because the ups and downs of visas and even just knowing where to go at what time of the year just seems so complicated. You need to talk to us about how you got into this in the first place.
I got into traveling in 2019.
Okay.
It started as a personal, practical thing, actually, and then my love for travel.
Okay.
Because I always loved to explore the world. And I remember when I was young, someone promised me to take me to the US.
Okay.
So she failed me. And then ever since then, I've always had it at the back of my mind, oh no, I'm going to explore the world.
And have you been doing that?
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Okay.
I presently reside outside Nigeria, actually, where I've gone to a few countries like Italy, I've been to Canada, I've been to the US, I've been to the UK, I've been to Paris, I've been to quite a lot of countries.
Okay, all right. So now that love for travel has to be there before you embark on a journey like this. I have to say, because the drama, the documents, the pay this, pay that.
Oh no, it's a lot.
So doing this as a business, it feels like it must have been kind of risky. So when was it that you decided, okay, this is what I'm going to do as a career?
Okay, I think the risk part is still there.
Okay.
And then when I decided to do this as a career was when I tried my very first visa application for like a group of people. Okay. And it went successfully and they were all hailing me. Oh, we've been refused before. Like, oh, yeah, but it's just to read and fill the normal application. Okay. And then since then I developed interest in it, and also being able to like connect with few people that love traveling, also traveling around the world with people. I developed the interest from the very first stage. I had to do all of that. Okay. And then since then I've been like, oh no, I'm doing this. And then as time goes on, I had to like study more about traveling, attend few courses, and then the interest began to like grow. So
the courses thing is very important. I'm going to come back to the courses aspect of things. But you know, you said 2019, so you went through the COVID era. Yeah. The COVID, all the changes in travel regulations during COVID. How did you manage that?
I almost quit then. Oh wow. Yeah, I almost quit. I think that was when, because around 2019, 2020, when the COVID started, 2021, early 2021, I was thinking, oh, is this COVID going to stop or is it going to continue? So I had to like start to further my education in aerospace engineering, because I'm presently a student at the University of Guelph in Canada, studying aerospace engineering because I love aviation. It's not just about traveling. I have a deep interest when it comes to aviation in general. So I had to like apply for the course. But when my admission came out, the COVID gun, I like, oh no, I can't leave my business. I still need to stay back. Okay. So, and I tried to reach out to my school. I still have a lot of things I'm doing. I don't want to leave my business and my staff back and then start pursuing an education when there's still a lot of things to do back home. I
was actually gonna, talk a bit about staffing, because I'm not really sure, this is just me, who exactly is essential to your team when you work on travels and tours. Because it feels like something that, people have to learn on the job. But if you were to expand tomorrow, who would be the key people that you would need to bring on board?
Yeah, the key people I would like to bring on board, they are quite a lot. Okay. Because over the years, it's actually been easy when it comes to the staffing part. Trust me. Okay. It's really not easy to see someone that has that deep interest when it comes to traveling. You can easily employ random people, but getting people that love traveling and want to be in the industry, it's quite hard. Okay. But thank God for now, I have good staffs that are there for me, and then bringing people on board. I think there are quite a lot of people I have as a backbone.
So right now, how much of the work do you personally do yourself? Yeah, because it just feels like you might be in front of a laptop the whole day.
Exactly. It's quite exhausting, but I think what I have got to do lately is strategy.
Okay.
I get to put the company on a strategic format whereby, you know, before it gets to me, it goes to the customer representative, to the admin, to the manager, and then all I have to just do is just check whatever they've done so far. Oh, is this good? Review the visa application to make sure it goes successfully, because at the end of the day, whatever mistake happened on the application comes back to the company. They don't want to care even if it's the customer service that makes that mistake or the admin. So I just make sure I verify whatever I have to do. And I think it's been quite difficult multitasking it with my studies. It's actually been quite difficult.
And you know what, Godspeed with that. I have to say, it must be a little dramatic, especially when you consider the aspect of citizenship. You have a part of your business that has to do with dual citizenship.
That is Go-Crest. That is Go-Crest. You know, we know how weak, no longer weak, now better, Nigerian passports is, because I can see the ranking right now, so we're doing very good. But we know to some extent, we find it so difficult to explore some countries without experiencing visa refusers. And then we see the high rate of our people experience visa refusals on a daily basis, and I'll be like, oh no, we don't just have to stay on only traveling. We have to venture into something else people can benefit from, and they can also easily get to travel around the world easily. So we venture into traveling, and then the dual citizenship, which is the Caribbean passport, kind of like the St. Kitts, the St. Lucias, and other Caribbean countries. You can have your Nigerian passport, but if you feel like you want to travel fast, you can get other country passport that allows you visa-free to all the top countries like the Schengen countries. Like, for example, the St. Kitts and Nevis, you can travel to at least 157 countries as I'm talking. So you get to go...
Wait, visa-free?
Visa-free, yeah, visa-free.
So I shouldn't really be thinking of dual citizenship with maybe a European or American passport. I could be thinking of dual citizenship with a country like St. Kitts. Yeah,
definitely. St. Kitts, St. Lucia, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Dominica, and then Grenada.
Grenada, really?
There are a lot of countries like that in Caribbean, because we primarily deal with the Caribbean countries.
But are they welcoming people to become citizens of their country?
Trust me, the Caribbeans are welcoming.
Interesting.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
They have. You know, we have different cultures in Nigeria, just like they have in Caribbean also. But I think so far so good, because I've actually been to St. Lucia, and I think I should be in Antigua in November after my project. So they're welcoming people, and then but it's just quite expensive to obtain their dual citizenship. It's quite expensive.
When you say quite expensive, you don't have to ask how expensive are we talking?
Expensive as
so the application process, is that the expensive part, or actually obtaining
the investment? Because it's not just obtaining. There's different form of how you can get the dual citizenship. It's either you're donating to the government, or you're investing in a real estate. So it depends. So, but if you're donating to the government, it's quite cheaper than investing in real estate.
Interesting.
Yeah, because donating to the government costs minimum of $150,000 US. So that's quite expensive to me.
Of course.
Yeah, but to invest in real estate start from the minimum of $250,000 US upward. It depends. It just depends on the plan.
But that's just to become a citizen of a country where you can travel free.
Yeah.
But for instance, Antigua or Grenada now, if I had one of those passports, which countries could I get in visa-free?
Yeah, you can get into the whole Schengen countries.
Interesting.
And the UK, you can go to Hong Kong, Singapore. There's so many countries you can go visa-free without having to
apply for visas
to get. So it's a little bit more better.
Honestly, now that's a conversation we'll definitely have to continue after this. After this show. But I can see how ingrained you are into this business and how interesting it must be for you. But then, how do you deal with those rejections? Because there are some professions where, it's pluses, positive. But when you deal with a business that there is a percentage of your clients that will be disappointed, how do you deal with that?
Trust me, it's actually quite difficult. And I think Nigerians sometimes doesn't understand. As an agent, we always tell our clients, we're not a visa officer to give a decision on your application. We get to be straightforward from onset. It's okay to expect a high level of approval from us, but we're not the one to give the approval. So when it comes to rejection, what we do most time is to assure the clients we can do a reapplication and work on the reason the rejection was given. Because for a rejection to be given, there's going to be an adequate reason. And that is what we focus on and we work on it. So, and like I said earlier, we always tell them, we're not a visa officer to give a decision. We're an agent. We'll make sure we compile your documentation, do a verification, make sure everything aligns with your purpose of travel, so you can at least guarantee the approval more. So, but in case of rejection, we do a reapplication. We assure the client and just make sure we do our absolute best to make sure the reapplication comes out successfully.
But it must hurt, though. It must
pinch it hurts, especially when you deal with clients that they don't even want to understand. This is not my fault. I did my best. You understand? So, but in that case, we just, like I said, we just do the reapplication and we assure them. Sometimes we try as much as we can to calm them down.
So it's also an industry where, you know, government policies and issues with other countries could affect your business.
Definitely.
What sort of things have you put in place to make sure that it doesn't affect you guys too much?
For example, like we know right now, it's quite difficult for Nigerians traveling to Dubai. So we made offer for Qatar. You can go to Dubai, you can go to Qatar, and Qatar is just going to give you the exact vibe Dubai is going to give you. We have to be there for them. We have to be able to provide solution. Oh, if you can travel to London, you can go to Paris.
Interesting.
You know, there's an option. Pending the time the whole visa policy get adjusted, there's another option. We always look for solution. We always give options of similarity to where you'd prefer. So,
okay, all right. Now, I have to say thank you so much for coming to talk to us on this. And Godspeed with everything you're doing, because it just feels like one of those very tense industries where you're just not so sure. And it's also seasonal. Yeah, you know? It's seasonal.
It's seasonal. Like, like we have the winter, we have the summer, we have the fall. But what we do in most cases is we always ask the clients, like, for example, people have their favorite season for travel. Like, we know summer. Summer is the hot still.
Of course.
Season,
and I know that means you have a lot of work on your hands right now. I'm sorry to have to wrap this up, though, but I know people probably have questions at home. Please make sure you use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC when you're sending in your questions, and we'll do what we can to respond to them. And